Right, I haven't done a video in a while, in a couple years, but this video is going to be about various subjects. So the first thing I want to tell you, okay, is look up germ theory versus cell theory. All right, look up information about that. You might find it quite interesting. That's all I have to say on that subject. Alright, what I really want to talk about is electricity. And, you have electricity, using magnetism, okay? And you also have electricity using, like, say, a piece of copper and a piece of zinc in water. And you put your meter on it, and then you can read some voltage. I'm talking about magnetism. Alright, like, now to me, it seems like they try to make electricity as complex as possible. And I mean, this is just an idea. I don't know for sure. But when you sit there and start thinking about it, like what are volts? What are amps? Alright? They're both, if you look up the old school meters, Weston, I believe it was Weston, there's a video out there, and he even says that the volt meter and amp meters, work on the same principle. They're both measuring magnetism, okay? You put a clamp on the amp meter around around one line, and it's measuring, but it has to be moving in order for a measurement. Because I did an experiment with it where I put a magnet, where my clamp on was, and I got it up to 8 amps, just with the magnet. Okay, so the amperage is one measurement, and voltage is a measurement without anything using the electricity. But then if you sit there and add a motor, to the circuit, the voltage drops a little bit, and then you get an amperage reading. The numbers, it could be such great numbers as 120, and for voltage, and 3 amps for amperage. The numbers are just markers. All right. So okay. So now, here's my idea. All right. Magnetism is electricity. And this is just an idea. I'm not sure. I've done a few experiments, but nothing to prove it. But you take a magnet, okay, and you take a piece of copper, which deflects magnetism, and there's been experiments to show that copper reflects magnetism. You can just look it up anywhere, okay? So you have this closed circuit, which is magnetism. It's a closed circuit of electricity. When you take the copper, you can take a coil of copper and take like a magnet and push it through the center of it back and forth, and you get voltage, negative and positive in the DC form. So what's happening is that piece of copper is interrupting the circuit of the magnetic circuit, and then you can put a meter on each end of the copper, and you can get a voltage reading. And just you think of it, it could be that simple. When I hear other people talk about it, they just make it overly complicated to confuse, so you'll never really learn what electricity is. Now, I'm not saying I know what it is. It almost kind of seems like it's trying to go back to its original circuit, and the copper's keeping it from doing that. And so you're breaking the circuit, and then you can have a measurement. I mean, this is just one aspect, one idea, and I don't know. You know, you gotta let me know what you think.